Today we will be having another vocab lesson on verbs. Okay, so for the past few weeks we've been switching off between verbs, adjectives, and idioms. So today's focus is going to be about verbs. Okay, so here in just a moment we will get started with the lesson. Let me tell you a little bit about this period. This is our Verbling Premium period. So if you are a Verbling Premium member, you will be able to join at this time. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Verbling Premium, you can click Get Reservations at the top of the screen, okay? So click Get Reservations at the top of the screen and you can learn a little bit more about Verbling Premium. Again, as I said, today's vocab lesson is about verbs. So we're going to be going over about 13 new verbs. Some of them you will have seen before, and some of them might be new to you. We're all different levels, but every different level is welcome in this class because we can help each other to better be able to understand these words. Okay, and it looks like we have one student. So welcome, Irina. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great, nice to see you. Where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Okay, very good. And could you pronounce your name for me so I know I'm not saying it wrong?
You will say right.
Okay, so it's Irina?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. And how long have you been here at Verbling?
It is my second visit.
Okay, very good, very good. It's nice to have you in class. Okay, and it looks like the class is opening to everyone, so go ahead and join. Here in just a moment, the class should be open. You should see that green Join Class button, so go ahead and join. We have also Osama. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
Great, nice to see you today. And where are you from, Osama?
I'm from Morocco.
Okay, very good, very good.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that we don't have any technical problems with people joining the class. So you should be able to join now. Go ahead and join and we'll get started in just a moment. Hi, Ibrahim. Nice to see you. Are you there, Ibrahim?
Hi, teacher. Nice to see you.
Okay, very good. Where are you from?
From Iraq.
Iraq, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And in just a moment, we'll start with our introductions while we wait for others to come.
Okay.
Okay, we also have Bruno. How are you, Bruno?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Very good. We have a little bit of echo, so maybe if you have an extra window open, you might need to close your extra window.
All right.
Okay, I think it's better now.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So let us get started with our introductions. Again, today is a vocab class on verbs. So go ahead, Bruno, introduce yourself and tell us what the weather's like where you are.
Okay, I'm Bruno. I'm from Portugal. I am 22 years old, and the weather is very cool. It's a sunny day today, and yeah, it's awesome here.
Okay, very good, very good. In Portugal, is it cold?
Portugal is a cold country, but we are in spring break today now, and it's sunny.
Okay, very good, very good. Let's go next to Ibrahim. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Ibrahim from Iraq. I live in Kirkuk City. I am a student in Teacher Institute. I work some designer and information system.
Okay, very good, very good. And how about the weather there, Ibrahim?
The weather is a little bit hot and sunny, of course. Yesterday was very hot because our country is very close from line of I don't remember name it.
Maybe the equator?
What?
The equator?
I don't know that word. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So you're saying that it's very hot in your country because it's maybe close to the middle of
Yeah,
the Earth?
yes. The middle.
Yes. So you would say the equator, the equator.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. And let's go next to Irina.
I'm from Russia. I'm the third year student of the Faculty of Foreign Languages, and my future career will be connected with German and with English. And now I am an English teacher for little children.
Okay, very good, very good. So it must be helpful for you to improve your English, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And let's go. Oh, Irina, you didn't tell us how the weather was.
In Russia, the weather is very cold today.
And do you like the cold?
Of course, no.
Some people like it more than being hot.
But it's not me.
Okay, yes, very good. And I think you've got some echo also on your microphone, so you may need to close out any extra windows that you have. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, very good. Let's go next to Osama.
Okay, my name is Osama. I'm from Morocco. I work for myself. I have a small company which we sell and fix everything about computers. And the weather here is very cold, and it's raining right now.
Okay, very good. It's raining right now.
Yeah.
And is it usually rainy at this part of the year?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good.
Yeah, it's rainy and cold.
Yes, let's go next to Asan. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. How are you?
Great, nice to see you. Where are you from, Asan?
Thanks, ma'am. I am from Pakistan.
Okay, perfect. And tell us a little bit about the weather today in Pakistan.
The weather is mostly hot on my side, but accidentally today weather is raining something outside, and weather is not cold enough, but outstanding weather, romantic man.
Okay, very good, very good. And next we have Carlos. Carlos, my teacher, how are you?
Hello, you are my teacher today. Hello,
Yes, very
how are
funny.
you? I'm good. And I'm here in your class. Okay. Okay, how are you?
Very good, very good. It's nice to see you again.
Okay, me too. Nice to see you again.
So tell us,
Audrey.
Carlos, where you're from and how the weather is today.
Okay, I'm from Spain. I live on the center of Spain, and the weather today is very variable. We started the day with rain and a little bit of snow, but right now it's clear and sunny, but very cold.
Okay, very good. So it's still snowing there in Spain.
Yes,
around this
it's
time
not
of year.
normally. It's not very usually snow in March, but today is a little bit of snow. It's a very cold day. Today.
Okay, very good. Let's go next to Servet. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Very good. Long time no see.
Yes.
Okay, tell us your name, where you're from, and a little bit about the weather.
Hmm. I'm Servet. I'm from Turkey. I live in Istanbul. The weather is nowadays like for a week. It's pretty good. It's sunny. It's almost. I hardly never see clouds. It's pretty good. I can say maybe we finished winter. It's pretty
Okay,
good.
very good, very good. I'm glad that it's getting close to spring here because I
Yeah.
hate the cold as well.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And next we have Bow Wow. Are you with us? Your microphone might be muted. You might need to turn your microphone on. Okay, just let us know if you get your microphone working and we'll come back to you. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the vocab lesson. As I said, some of these words you might know and some of them might be new to you. So if you know them, maybe you can help your classmates to be able to understand them better. Let me put up the screen and I will also send you a link in the Verbling chat. Okay, so just one moment. And of course, let me know if you have any trouble seeing the presentation, and I'll try to fix the problem. So there's the link in the Verbling chat. You can also click on my screen at the bottom, and that will keep my screen up so you can see it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ask you to read the example sentence out loud for us. And maybe if the word is new for you, try and guess what it means based on the example sentence. Okay? So let me go
Okay.
first to Asan. Asan, would you like to read us the first one, to salivate?
I cannot read that stuff because it's too dull. So I explain it later. Now you
Okay, can you
can.
say one more time?
What?
Are you having difficulty seeing the presentation?
No, no. I did not having any difficulty to hearing the conversation. I just cannot read that stuff which you show me because it's too dull.
Oh
The
yes,
big dog.
but if you're having trouble reading it, you can click on the link in the Verbling chat. Can you see the link in the chat?
Yes, now I can see that.
Okay, very good,
The
very good.
the big dog salivated as he waited for his owner to bring him steak.
Okay, very good.
I
So the
can.
word is to salivate. Have you seen this word before?
No, it shocked me. I first time I
Okay,
heard that
what do you
word.
think it might mean? Do you have any guesses as to what
It's
it might
like
mean based on the example?
it's like it's like hungry or waiting for
No.
hungry.
Okay. Okay, maybe if he's
No,
hungry,
it's
he could salivate. Osama, can you help?
no, it's to salivate is to when a dog when a liquid come from the dog's mouth when he's hungry.
Right, exactly. So when
Yeah.
when the dog's mouth is watering, that would mean he's salivating, or when there's a liquid, as Osama said, coming from the dog's mouth. He's very hungry, so he's salivating, or his mouth is watering.
Oh, cavity like. I understand.
Okay, very good, very good. So we have to salivate, or for your mouth to water. Any questions about this one?
No, teacher.
Okay, very good. Make sure to
Eh,
ask questions
I
if
have a
you have
question.
them. Okay, go ahead, Asan.
I have a question. If a human also has, we can use same word for human also or
Yes,
not?
you can use the same word for humans as well.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, very good. Any other questions? Okay,
No.
let's go to the next word. We have to salvage. To salvage. And let me see, we have Bruno. Bruno, would you like to read this one for us?
Yeah, sure. That dresser looks horrible now. I think we can salvage it.
Okay, very good. Have you seen this word before, Bruno?
Nope, never.
So what do you think it could mean? That dresser looks horrible now, but I think we can salvage it.
Maybe to recover it, to make it looks better. I don't know. Maybe.
Right, exactly. So to salvage it, maybe to
To fix
recover it. Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Salvage something. So it's usually something that's worthless or like trash, and you can take it and make it better. Okay, very good. Any questions about this one? And at the end of the class, we're going to go back over all of the words that we learned today. So also, if you have questions, then you can ask them.
Yes, yes.
Okay, next we have to scrunch. To scrunch. Oh, sorry. Let me put the screen back up. Okay, we have to scrunch. Ibrahim, could you read us this one?
Okay. Scrunch. Let's see if all 10 people can scrunch into this tiny car.
Okay,
I
very
think
good.
one beside one, like magnetic.
Okay, maybe. I think you're on the right track. Could you explain it in a different way?
I don't really know how I explain.
That's okay. I think you've got the right idea.
Sit people beside people in this small car.
Right, exactly. So scrunch
Person
maybe
beside
means
person.
exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
so to scrunch means to squeeze, maybe into a small space.
Small space. Yeah.
Okay, good. Any questions here?
No.
Let's go next to scurry. To scurry. Irina, could you read us this one?
Yes. To scurry. I can hear the mice scurrying across the ceiling when I sleep. I think it means dash about or to be in a hurry, to run fast, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. To dash around or to run quickly.
To make a noise, no?
They could be making a noise, but it specifically means to run around, to be running.
To move fast.
Right, exactly. So usually they'll make a noise when they're scurrying across the ceiling, as in this example. I can hear the mice scurrying or running around. Okay, very good. Any questions? Let's go next to sever. To sever. Osama, could you read us this one?
To sever, it is time for Felicia to sever all ties with her destructive friend.
Okay, very good. So what do you think it means to sever? Any ideas?
To sever.
Separate, maybe.
Right, it could be to separate. What would be a better synonym for it?
I think it's to end something, such as a friendship.
Break up or break down.
Right. So in this case, to sever all ties could be to end a relationship or to maybe break up, maybe if it was with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. But to sever just means to cut or to remove. Okay, so it says to sever all ties or to cut all ties with her destructive friend. Okay, so in this case, she would be ending a relationship. Okay, very good. Any questions?
No. Thank you.
Can we say like, can we use this word for like vegetables, sever, tomato or something? In other context, how could we use it? Or
Yeah, it's a little bit too strong of a word to use for maybe vegetables, tomatoes, because it does mean to cut something, but maybe something that's a little bit more difficult to cut. So in other contexts, you could say she severed the chains, something that's more difficult to cut.
okay, thank you.
Okay, very good. Any other questions? That was a good question. Let's go next to shrug. Servet, would you like to read this one?
Yeah, to shrug, Levi just looked at the professor and shrugged when she asked him a question. Shrug means to move your shoulders up and down.
Right, exactly. To move your shoulders up and down. Usually, in this case, if you don't know something.
And
Okay,
also
to shrug.
if you don't care about something.
Exactly. So maybe if you don't care about something or you don't know something, you can shrug. Okay, very good. Any questions? Okay, let's go next to smirk. Asan, could you give us, or could you read us this example?
Yes. To smirk. I saw that smirk you gave me when I told you I wanted to be a doctor. I saw that smirk you gave.
Okay, very good. So what do you think it means to smirk?
Smirk is something like that.
Pale green.
No idea, ma'am. It's
Just
too.
smirk.
The words you are teaching us are too horrible.
Your least favorite.
Yes, that could be difficult. Yes.
Just
I am
Okay.
hearing that word first time.
Just smirk is to smile about something bad happened to someone else.
Okay, yeah. So it could be a small smile, and maybe one that is laughing at somebody else's misfortune.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw that smirk. This is used as a noun in the example sentence when I told you I wanted to be a doctor. So when the person smirked at them, that means maybe they didn't believe that they could be a doctor. Okay, so a smirk is usually maybe like a rude smile.
Like sarcastic smile.
Right, exactly. Sarcastic smile. Okay, very good. Any questions here? And I hope that some of these words are new for you, because that's how we can improve our vocabulary. But just make sure that you're understanding each word and understanding how to use it. And as we review, we'll go back and practice using them in sentences, okay?
Yeah, I just want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Is those words used in spoken English, I mean everyday English, or just in written English?
Yeah, these words, all of these words that are in this lesson and in all the lessons that I do are very commonly used in spoken English as well as written English.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so all of these you can use in conversation. Okay, good question. Any other questions? Okay, next we have to snore. To snore. Bruno, would you like to read this one?
Okay. To, to snore. Try your best to find a roommate that doesn't snore.
Okay, very good. So what does it mean, Bruno, to snore? Do you know?
Oh, it's like when you're sleeping and you're like,
I was hoping somebody would make an impression of this one.
Yeah.
Very
To
good,
make
very good.
is that right?
To
Yes,
make a
it's
noise
correct.
while sleeping.
You best.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so Bruno gave us a perfect example of snoring. Okay, to snore, to make noise when you're sleeping. And I found that this sentence is very true. It's good advice, okay? So if you're looking for a roommate, try to find one that doesn't snore. Okay, very good. Any questions about this one?
No.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Ibrahim, would you read us this one?
Okay. To stalk. Dina called the police because her ex-boyfriend was stalking her. Stalking, it's mean chasing her,
Right, okay. Chasing.
running after her.
It could be like running after. What else could it mean?
Chasing.
To follow.
To chase.
Right, to follow.
To
follow.
spy. To follow.
Exactly. So he could be running after her at some point, but to stalk in general means to follow somebody. Okay, so maybe he's not always running after her, but he's following her in her car and always trying to know where she is.
Is it like spying or chasing or like bugging?
Chasing.
Maybe like a combination. So it could be like he's spying on her, but also following her, always being at the place where she is.
Okay.
Okay, so this word stalking can also be the name of the crime. It can be a crime to stalk somebody.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Any other questions?
No, thank you.
Let's go next to startle. To startle. Irina, could you read this one?
Yes. Don't startle me when I'm working with knives in the kitchen. Maybe it means to shock or to frighten.
Right, exactly. To shock or to frighten is to startle. Okay, very good, very good. Questions here?
It's a neutral word.
What do you mean by that?
We can use it in spoken language as well as in a written one.
Right, exactly. You can use it both for spoken and for written English. It's very common in both cases.
To start.
Okay, very good. Any other questions?
Is there any difference between to startle and to make someone frightened, to scare someone?
To startle may be a little bit less intense than to frighten someone. So maybe if you just came up behind someone, you could startle them, but frighten could be a little bit more scared than to startle.
Yeah, I think to scare someone is to make a frightened directly, and to startle is to make them feel frightened by surprise.
Right, exactly, exactly. So they're not exactly the same, they're similar, but to startle is maybe less intense because you're just surprising them. Okay, good question. Any other questions? Okay, let's go next to stifle, to stifle. And we have, let me see. Osama, would you like to read us this one, to stifle? Are you there, Osama?
To stifle.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Rich. To stifle, I was very upset, but I tried to stifle my cries in front of my co-workers.
Okay, very good. So what do you think it means to stifle?
I think it's to stop yourself and to not show something in front of others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in this case, yes, to stifle my cries is maybe to muffle or to quiet them.
Yeah, to not show your anger or you are sad, or to not show your feelings.
Right, and it can be that in this case where it says to stifle my cries, but more generally it means to make quiet,
Yeah.
Okay, very good, to stifle or to make quiet. Are there any questions here? Okay, let's go to Servet. Would you like to read this one, to succumb?
Succumb. Henry succumbed to peer pressure when his friends convinced him to try drugs. Oh, I didn't know this.
Okay, so he succumbed to peer pressure. Succumbed to peer pressure. Do you have any guess?
Maybe deny. To deny something, to reject.
Okay, not to deny.
Maybe to
His friends convinced him to try drugs. So what happened? Did you have a guess, Servet?
Maybe like to expose to peer pressure.
Okay, something like that. So Henry succumbed or submitted? Yielded. Henry succumbed or submitted to peer pressure. So in this case, his friends or his peers pressured him to convince drugs. So he succumbed or submitted.
I have just coming class and I don't know what are you talking about.
Okay, welcome to the class. Today's class is a lesson on verb vocab. So we've been going over new verbs and practicing finding their definitions.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
May I can introduce yourself? Myself?
Sure, introduce yourself.
I'm from Vietnam.
Okay, very good. And tell me your name one more time. Are you still there? You might need to unmute yourself.
As I study at a National Economic University, I'm joining class because
Okay, can you say one more time? Sorry, you are muted. Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, it's nice to see you in class. So we have this word to succumb, which means to submit or to yield, maybe to an authority or some powerful force. Okay, so are there any questions about this one, to succumb?
Excuse me, I don't understand the word to peer. What does it mean?
Peer means people who are like you. So in this case, it would be his friends or his peers. Okay, so people who are in the same age group would be your peers.
All right, thank you.
So when we say peer pressure, it means the people that are around you, around your same age, are pressuring you to do something maybe that you don't want to do.
I understand.
So Henry succumbed to this peer pressure, or the pressure put on by his classmates when his friends convinced him to try drugs. Okay, very good. Any other questions? All right, let's go to the next word we have. And this is the last word we have before we review. Okay, so we have to swerve, to swerve. Manuel, would you like to read us this example?
Yes. To swerve. There was a possum in the middle of the road, but I swerved around it. Swerve.
Okay, very good, very good. So it's a possum in the middle of the road. Middle.
Maybe a possum is an obstacle.
Yeah, it's an obstacle. What is a possum? Does anybody know what a possum is?
It's an animal.
Right, exactly. A possum is an animal. Has anybody seen a possum before? Do you know what kind of animal it is?
No.
No.
Okay, let me put one up on the screen. Let's see if we can find one. This will be another word you can learn. There are possums, very common here to find in the road. Let's see. Taking a very long time.
Mira, yo solo hago después. ¿En serio? Ok, no.
Oh.
Okay, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mouse.
It's like a rat.
It's cute.
Right, it's like a huge rat. So these possums in the streets are very common that you hit them with your car here. Are they common in your countries?
No, I never
No.
seen
I never see.
this type of animal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
me too.
so they're everywhere here. Okay, let me put up the screen. I didn't mean to take it down. Okay, so looking back at this example, there was a possum in the middle of the road, but I swerved around it. So, Manuel, what do you think it means to swerve?
I think that it means that the person who was driving avoid to hit this animal.
Exactly. So if they swerved around it, they avoided it with their car. They turned the wheel very quickly to avoid hitting it.
All right.
Okay, perfect. Any questions about to swerve?
No.
Okay, very good. So that was the last of our words. We're going to go... Oh, go ahead, Osama.
Is to swerve is used only when we are in vehicles.
It's typically used in vehicles. You can use it maybe if you're running, but it's usually if you're going fast and you try and avoid something.
And what is the word for use it for human?
For a person, you can
Yeah.
use swerve. You can use swerve if you are running.
Yeah.
Okay, so usually you wouldn't use swerve if you're walking because it's used when you're going at a fast speed and you try and avoid something. But maybe if you're running, it can be used as well. If you're walking, you can just say you walked around something or you avoided a hole or something.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Any other question?
No more questions.
Okay, so let's go and practice using these in sentences. I'm hoping that some of these words were new to you. That way we can always be improving our vocabulary. So let's go back up to the top and remember what we learned. So when I ask you to look at this word, I hope that you can think of your own example. So think of your own example sentence using the word and share it with the class, and we can correct if there are any mistakes. So we'll start first with Bruno. Bruno, you had the word to salivate. Would you like to give us an example sentence using this word to salivate?
Okay, I can try. But that's the question. Can I use it for human to salivate?
Right, you can use it. You can use it for a human as well.
Oh, okay. I was at a restaurant with a friend, and I salivated, and I saw when I saw a yummy cake.
When you saw a what? A what?
A yummy cake. Yummy.
Okay, very good, very good. Perfect. So
Okay.
when you saw a yummy cake, you salivated.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So to salivate or to have your mouth water. Okay, perfect. And again, I'm going to reiterate that you can ask me questions or ask the person who came up with the example questions while we're reviewing and going through these. Okay, so let's go next to salvage. To salvage. Okay, Carlos, I don't remember if you were in here when we went over this one to salvage. Do you know what this means to salvage?
Salvage. The dress is salvage. If you okay, I don't remember exactly, but it's like we can that in the contest. That dress looks horrible now, but I think we can salvage. We can manage with him with it. We can manage. We can. It's horrible, but we can. Suffer. Suffer? No. Salvage. Salvage is avoid property. I don't know salvage. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Good try. Let's see. Irina, did you want to help him out?
If I'm not mistaken, it means to save something.
Right, like to save something, Ibrahim?
Yes, to save something, help, like help, it's close from that. But the better is saving.
Okay, yeah, to save something or to make it better.
Okay, so for example, it's when the dress or the, is has broken the dress, and you can recover it.
Right, exactly. So that could be a good example sentence. A dress was broken or torn.
Or another, for example, the television is broken, but we can salvage it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So something that is trash or broken, and you can save it or make it better.
Okay, good.
Okay, perfect. Any questions about this one, to salvage?
Can we say, for example, I salvage the situation, or I should say I rescue the situation? Can they be synonyms?
Yeah, they could be synonyms, and that's a good point. You can use it for not only objects, but a situation. So you could salvage the situation.
I have some example.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I say I will salvage my friend from this problem?
Okay, it's usually not used for people. It's usually not used for people. So you could say you could salvage the problem or salvage the issue, the situation, but not to salvage your friend.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, very good question. Brings up a good point. So it's not typically used for people. Any other questions?
I have the question. The dresser is the place where you change your dress in a store for example.
The dresser is a piece of furniture where you keep your clothes.
Ah, okay. When you give your clothes. Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay, so a dresser is the one that has many drawers and you keep your clothes in it. Very good. Any other questions? Very good questions. Let's go next to scrunch, to scrunch. Ibrahim, could you give us an example sentence using to scrunch?
Okay, just can we scrunch 5 sandwich in one bag, small bag?
Okay, very good. Can we scrunch 5 sandwiches in this small bag?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So to scrunch or to squeeze into a small space. Very good example. Any questions?
Scratch. Is it possible to scrunch the books in the shelf?
In where?
In the shelf.
The shelf? Shelf.
Is it possible to scrunch the books on the shelf?
Yeah, you could scrunch books on a shelf as well. If it's maybe a small shelf and there's not enough room, you want to try and scrunch all the books on the shelf.
Okay.
Okay, good question. So it just means to squeeze or to maybe put in a small space.
Scrunch.
Okay, next we have to scurry. To scurry. Just stop me if you have any questions. Irina, would you like to give us an example using to scurry?
Mm-hmm. I will try. I'm thinking. For example, or while doing her exercises, my sister was
¿Habría que abrir aquí o qué?
Sorry, go ahead. Let me mute you, Manuel, and we'll unmute you when we get to you. So go ahead, Irina.
Should I repeat my example?
Yes, say your example again.
While doing her sport exercises, my sister was scurrying.
Okay. So maybe it could be used like running. Typically, when we use it with people, it means to hurry to get somewhere. So if she was doing exercises, maybe we wouldn't say to scurry because she wasn't trying to get anywhere.
Another example, I was scurrying about the room.
Yeah, you could say that. So maybe you were just rushing around the room trying to get out for work or something. Okay, very good. So scurry could mean to run about or to hurry, to rush.
Okay. So we scurried home when it began to rain.
Exactly. We scurried home when it began to rain. Could be to run or to hurry.
To hurry.
Okay, very good. And also you can see in this example that you can use it with animals as well, running around. Okay.
Good.
Very good. Any other questions? Let's go next to sever. To sever. Manuel, I'm not sure if you were here for this one. Do you know
Yes.
this word to sever, or would you like to give us an example?
To serve. For example, when you go to a restaurant and the maitre serve to you the meal.
Okay,
Or
it's a little different than, I think you're thinking of the word to serve. To serve. And so the waitress will serve you food, but this one is different. To sever. To sever. So can somebody maybe help us out with the definition? What does it mean to sever?
To end something.
To sever is to cut the relationship with someone.
Right, exactly. So in this case, to end or to cut something.
Okay.
Yeah.
To finish.
Right, right. The general meaning of to sever means to cut something. To cut something. But you can use it figuratively, meaning to finish something.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So, Manuel, would you like to try another example?
with this word to serve.
Right, to sever.
A man to serve with his wife.
Okay, maybe, yeah, a man might sever his relationship with his wife. Okay, so yeah, that would be a good example, to sever a relationship or to end or cut off a relationship. Okay, very good, very good. Any questions before we move on?
I have a question. Are all the verbs regulars? Regular?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked through them and seen if they were all regular. This one is regular. To sever is a regular verb. I'll look through them as we're going through and see if they're all regular. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that is a good question. Let's go next to shrug. To shrug. This one is also regular. And we have, let me see. Sorry, there's a little bit of delay.
Shrug. Doubt is to doubt. Have a doubt.
Can everyone hear me? I think I'm having some problems with the Hangout.
No, we can hear you.
No.
I hear clearly.
Okay, that's good. Well, I can't see anything.
Goodbye, friends.
Hi, teacher.
Huh? Teacher, sorry.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, teacher. Speak, teacher. I don't hear the teacher.
Yeah.
We can't hear you, teacher.
Probably the chat is loading now. It takes a while.
Hi. I can't hear you.
Hi, teacher. We can't hear you, teacher.
Tomorrow is another day, teacher. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can probably hear me, right?
Yes. Now yes.
Okay.
Finally.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, sure. Sorry about that. Let me pull up. We have just a couple more minutes, okay?
Okay.
There's a little bit of echo, so try to close any extra windows that you have, because there's a lot of echo. I hope that's not me.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
No,
it was
it's
me.
you.
Yeah, it was me. Okay, so let me pull up the document and we'll see how many we can review in 2 minutes. So again, sorry, it happens. I hope you'll join my next class and maybe we won't have technical problems.
Yeah, we hope so.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, can you see the presentation now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. It's still running very slow. I think maybe my connection is bad.
Yeah.
But we will try to make it through. Maybe one more.
You know, when you make the
Very slow.
browser full screen, it consumes a lot CPU. If you make it like middle screen, you will still see it at the same size, but it will consume a lot less CPU
It's slow,
power
very slow.
and a lot less connection bandwidth.
Okay, let me see. Well, I'm not sure if it's going to load.
Salivate.
Yeah.
Yes, we have one slide loaded. Now two. Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
So let's
but
go to one more, and we had left off with sever, I think. Right? Was that the last one that we did?
Osama, if Osama did.
Short, too short, I think.
Yeah.
To shrug, yeah.
So let's
Yes.
see if we can go to this one. To
The
shrug.
dog was the last
Okay.
one you did.
So to shrug. Maybe. Yeah, so to shrug. Who would like to give us an example with to shrug? Can anybody
write-
give us an example sentence?
I can see the screen, yeah. And you write the word?
You have one, Manal?
I can see the
Oh, you
the
can't
screen.
see the screen.
Yes.
Can I will
Okay, it should be up now.
I will speak some example.
Ibrahim, would you like to give an example?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I will shrug my girlfriend.
Okay, so what does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Shrug, it's look like ignore, I think.
Okay, it's not exactly to ignore. What does shrug mean? Anybody?
It's
To shrug, to move your shoulders up and down. Up,
Right, exactly. When you move your shoulders up and down. So in this example, Levi shrugged when the professor asked him a question. So when you move your shoulders up and down, it's like maybe you don't know or you don't care about something.
Yeah.
Do you use it also when you reject doing something? Like saying no?
Usually you wouldn't use it for that, at least here. Maybe in other countries they might use it in other ways. But here we wouldn't maybe use it to reject something.
I have example. When I asked my friend about the book, he shrugged to me.
Okay, very good, very good. So if you ask your friend about the book, he shrugged. He maybe didn't know about it.
Excuse me, teacher, I have to leave.
Okay, that's fine. I think we're going to end here anyway because we are past time. But I will post a link in the link is already in the verb link chat, I think. So if you want to look at the rest of the words that we didn't have time for, you can go back and review some of the words that we learned. Okay, so thank you everyone for being patient with my connection.
Thank you.
And yes, thank you for participating, and I hope to see you soon. Okay.
Teacher, it's no problem if I added you on Facebook.
Sure, my page is in the bottom underneath the screen, so you can add or like my page on Facebook.
I found you. I added you. Just the accept.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, teacher.